Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Watch 653 here. I want to get that documented here. When I say live, this is not a voiceover or anything like that where I'm trying to, do where everything's already been recorded and now I'm coming back and talking about it. This is live in the sense of I'm recording myself at this very moment, seeing the information, reacting to the information, and trying to talk and stumble over my words because I'm trying to, hurry up and get out the introduction here. But 653 is that level that I was watching, but as you can see here now, not really in play. So gives me a little breathing room to, again, set up the video here. But that is what I'm still watching. Curious to see if the price does want to come back down to 653. Actually, let me get that edited real quick, because this is why things are so hectic. Over here, I have my chat room community that I'm trying to make alerts to. So 653.50 is the flush point, although now looking at Tesla, it doesn't seem like that's going to be coming into play. But yes, this is all live, and I don't know what's happening next. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but if you want like a nicely edited video, a nicely scripted video, you're not going to get that here, as I'm sure you've probably already witnessed. But like I said, I thought I had the recording software set up, and the last second I realized, wait a second, what's going on? It wasn't actually recording. So that's why I had to just reboot it, get it started again, which made for a very non-professional start. But yeah, like I said, this is not... These videos are not going to be for those that seek out like Hollywood quality videos. SKT here, 2250 actually looks interesting. Upside break point. And Tesla just still going as I watch it off screen. I was curious about this one, SDGR, but I was a little sketchy on the volume situation. Well, yeah, volume seems respectable. SDGR 72 flush point, 1 minute. So yeah, 72 down there, that does look like an interesting area. But as right now, it doesn't look like it's going to necessarily be coming into play. And Tesla, as an update on that one, just continues to go. I mean, I'm still super fascinated by 653.50, but at this point, doesn't seem very relevant at all and may never come back into play. But the day is young. The market's been open for 3 minutes. NIO. Somebody just alerted in the chat room, AESE. Let's see what's going on with this one. Oh, this is a smaller one. Yeah. Not really my cup of tea, but, well, SKT, what is this level right there? 2175. SKT, 2175, new upside break point. Wow, I can't type. Break point, 1 minute. So do I want to try to take that from the long side? Choices, choices, choices. 2175, if it gets up to there. Yeah, I mean, I could take a quick scalp with it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause for now. And if I see something that that I like, that I might think about be taking a trade on, then I'll get the video rolling again. I am really liking SKT here, if it can recover back upwards. But again, I don't know if, I mean, it moves fast, don't get me wrong, but it's not like super, super fast. Well, there's that 2175 break. I'm actually going to potentially go short here at 2150. Wondering, was that just a fake move to the upside there? What was that? That was goofy. No, it didn't really come down fast enough. All right, well, never mind then. All right, 73.50 looks very interesting, although I'm not very familiar with this stock at all. In fact, I'm just going to go down to 100 shares on it because I don't really know Yeah, no, that's not even worth the time. So I'm going to pass on that one. Just volume is sketchy. Maybe I've traded it sometime. And I've been trading for over a decade, so sometimes I lose track of what stocks I have and haven't traded, especially when they're not exactly the most of well-known. So SDGR, have I traded it? Maybe. But I just don't quite know the personality of it per se. Although there we go on SKT. That's what I was looking for with that first move. Broke up and then came down very quick. But too quick. Tesla. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was wanting to see that other candle start to do, and it never did, but 21.15. Is this going to be a bigger pullback? If this comes up and hits 21.50, nope, never mind. It's just going to do it without me. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause. Well, I'm glad I did what I did there on SDGR by just not taking the trade, because now you can see that thing bounce back upwards. So yeah, just a situation where I didn't quite feel familiar with it enough, therefore didn't feel comfortable with it. So I'm glad I passed on it. So just a quick little update on that. Watching Tesla at 661 here for a potential short. In at 661. There's the break. Let's see if we can get this down below 660 though. There we go. How did I not get any out? There we go. Let's see if we can get some more push through, but this 660 area is a little problemsome right now. All right, I'm just going to go with 50 shares now because I don't know if this thing truly wants to get going down or if this thing's just going to bounce on me. So I'll hang on for some as an insurance policy in the event that I'm wrong and this thing wants to keep on pulling back. But I will be out over 662 for a loss with my final 50 shares. Okay, got to get out there. So only $166 on the trade. And yeah, I realized I should have just taken off 50 down where I was taking off these other 51s, and that could have been more. But you know, there's always a possibility that the thing continue to go back down, and I wanted to at least still have 50 shares in that event. But it didn't. It bounced, so I did take a loss on those final 50 shares, which put a dent in the gain there. But at least I'm on the board now with the $166 move. So let's see what else I can find. Well, I got Tesla, I don't want to say wrong because it did start to bounce and it could have kept on going. But now check it out. 650, 350 is back in play. The problem is I just can't take it right now. As much as I like that level, I want this, the price needs to go sideways here a little bit. That may mean that that requirement I put on it leaves me in its dust. Then so be it. But it's just, I don't like it right now. And there it goes. There it goes. I still think it could bounce, though, potentially. Maybe off these lows right here. Well, crazy to think that earlier on in the video, I don't think 650, 350's got a chance. And good old Tesla, here it is. So now do I want to trade? Yeah, see, here's... And then continue with the momentum down here. I would assume that there's going to be a whole lot of buyers at 650. So, yeah, it's just too overextended. Just this move is too much, too far. Can't be shorting right here. I feel like that's too much of a chase. Wish it had gone sideways a little bit up above that 650, 350 mark, but it didn't. And as much as the voices are telling me to just short it right now, and even if it does work out, that's the tricky part about the market is bad habits are rewarded, and shorting right now is just totally chasing. And yeah, it could work out. It very well could work out. But like I said, that's why the markets are tricky, because you can do bad things and actually still make money from it. But eventually, those will come back to bite you. And just a shout out here. I don't want to say Tesla was actually from another member. They called out that 661 mark. I checked the chart. Now, I didn't just blindly follow that person, but shout out to Matt. They brought my attention to that 660. Well, look at this. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes humor, comedy is the best medicine for just keeping your emotions under control, because there's no doubt about it right now. I am quite frustrated. It didn't give me my setup. It didn't give me my setup at 653. And I'm well aware. No need to put in the comment section, Clay, I should have, you're right. But the problem is these really are live videos, and I didn't know at the time that it was going to get that nuts. But wow. Crazy, crazy move. So really, for me, my little trick, I'd encourage you to use it. Sometimes all you can do is just laugh at the situation. Just laugh at the situation, like, wow, that's just how it goes sometimes. And yeah, that is definitely how it goes. What's going on with FUBO though? Another just big move down. S&P is just rolling over right now too. So that the SDGR still just kind of hanging around. I don't know. SDGR. The volume's not quite there. I'd like to do 500 shares on it, and it's just not really giving me that opportunity. I'm going to watch Tesla, see if I can get any sort of bounce at all, and then maybe look to play that. But as of right now, it looks like Tesla just might want to keep on dropping and dropping and dropping. And there it goes. Yeah, I know. I should have just chased. I should have chased up at what, 651 or whatever, when I was like, 650 will probably have a lot of buyers. I should have chased. Why didn't I? Look at the S&P though. S&P is not helping anything out. Just completely dropping back down. That's the 5-minute chart there. And seeing that the markets are that overextended, you got to think the markets will bounce, even if it's just a little dead cat bounce, which should hopefully give a little bit better entry points on some of these stocks, such as Tesla. But yeah, well, a morning of lots of good educational lessons, I would argue. So got to see a winning trade. Got to see a situation where bad habits would have been rewarded. The bad habit again being chasing. FUB, a lot of stuff right now is just going straight down because, again, as I just showed you, the markets. But at this point, you just can't go short anything because the markets are way too overextended. This would be chasing. But yeah, shout out to Matt. To the people that maybe played it differently than I did, they could be up huge right now. Huge. Matt with the 661 flush point. Well done. Well done, sir. Absolutely crushed it. Yeah, I suppose, again, with hindsight, I should have given it a little bit more wiggle room on my stop loss there. And I, could still have, 50 shares, 25 shares, something like that. But once again, that is our good friend known as hindsight. So really, right now, it's just a matter of you got to let the market bounce. You got to let some of these stocks bounce because you just can't short right here. That's way, way, way too overextended and chasing. So until these things at least start to bounce a little bit, then there's not much out there I can do. I could probably maybe try to find some longs thinking if this market wants to bounce, but it could just be all right, there we go. Okay. So notice how the markets are starting to bounce right now, and Tesla's also bouncing, almost mirror images of one another. That's why I always like to have the SPY 5-minute up just to kind of keep an eye. I've done many videos on that. So we'll let this bounce here a little bit, see if it wants to then signal some signs of weakness. But I will go ahead and pause, and I got to be very careful right now with my mental state. I don't want to go and force something because I'm frustrated about, look at this. It bounced, but not very much. And that's just, I don't feel comfortable at all. History, probabilities tell me if you're shorting at this exact moment right now, over time, you will lose. It's not going to work out for you. Now, that doesn't mean, again, that it won't work out for you at times. It absolutely will. But Shorting, what I just talked about, and many times will bite you. And we'll see if it's one of these times where it's like, nope, it's just going to keep on going basically straight down. But I am going to go ahead and pause. So now look at it. I mean, it's bouncing here, and that could have been, when I was saying I want to short, I could short right there. That would become a painful situation. But even now, still need to see this thing go sideways at least a little bit. If it's going to come straight down again, I'm just going to get left behind because that's just not my comfort level. I don't believe that it is wise to be shorting right now. So we'll see what happens, though, with it. All right, I like 641 here if it comes back into play for a short. But as of right now, looking like it's going to bounce back up. We'll see. We'll see what this candle wants to do. See, now things that have taken a breath a little bit, they've chilled out. Okay, 641 still watching. Would love to see this thing bounce. In fact, yeah, I want to see this thing bounce up a little bit. Get up to, I'm being too picky. Get in at 641, Clay. This thing's going to go. Let's see this thing come down here. Well, that's what I get for not listening, huh? Now I got to sit through this pullback. Now I still like this setup, but got to sit through a bit of annoyance here. Now let's see if this thing, if it gets on through 641, I mean, it should at least go down to 640 minimum. There we go. Wow. How is it not filling me down there at 640? Okay, going with 25 again just because you want to break down or don't you? You got that break. It looked like a fantastic break, and now you're struggling to even. There we go. I want to see it down below 638 though too. I believe it should at least be able to now get through there. Now, if I'm wrong, so be it. But I will lock in my next down below 638. Well, look at this thing. I'm just not quite getting Tesla here. I still have 25 shares just in case. It can actually get down below 638. There we go. Fantastic. There we go. And I'll lock out my final bit there because that puts me right over $500, and $500 a day keeps a day job away. And wouldn't you know that? It's literally right now, 10 a.m. exactly. And I bring that up just because for those of you that are maybe new to the channel, did I hit record? Okay, I am recording. Whew. I was nervous there for a second. But for those that are new to the channel, I do what is called the be done in 30 approach, meaning my goal is to, on average, be done 30 minutes every day. So sometimes I'll go 30 minutes, like exactly today, 30 minutes. Sometimes I'll go way under 5-10 minutes. Sometimes I'll go over an hour, 45 minutes, just different time frames. But on average, I want to be done. And there goes Tesla. But like I said, wasn't quite sure. And I like the setup. I got in. But it wasn't, I really thought what I got wrong was I thought when this thing, now not that I thought it was going to make a $20 move, but when that break happened there, I thought this thing was going to, boom. Like and maybe I was just greedy, but I was thinking like a $5-ish move in basically a minute. Like in one candle, I thought that thing could have gone very, very quickly, and it just wasn't behaving. No, I didn't panic out or anything. I still, made like $400-ish on it, or $350-ish on it or whatever. But yeah, I thought it would go a little bit more. But like I was saying, back to the point, can you see these? Surely you can see these are live. What kind of scripted video would this be when I'm jumping all around with conversation topics? But like I said, I want to be done in 30 minutes on average, so be done in 30. And the reason for that is I do day trading as a side hustle, not because I want a private yacht or a private jet. Now, if you want a jet, if you want a Ferrari or a Porsche or whatever, cool, go for it. Whatever your motivation is for trading, go for it. I want you to get it. For me, as a father of 4 kids, I just want time. I want freedom of time. In my opinion, time is the most valuable commodity out there, and I just want freedom of it. So that's why I like to be done every day after right around 30 minutes if possible, and that's why I had to kind of chuckle that literally when I got out of that trade, you can see right there on the timestamps. I guess I lied. It wasn't quite 10 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock and 31 seconds. So sorry, I lied by 31 seconds. It was 10 o'clock and 31 seconds, but close enough for me. So there we go, $500 in 30 minutes. And another philosophy I like to do just to keep perspective, $500 a day keeps the day job away, because it's very easy to cruise around social media, see a bunch of results and trades and be like, wow, I didn't do that good. It's like, wait, what are you talking about? You just made, in my case, I just made $500 in 30 minutes sitting here in my bathrobe clicking buttons. Let's keep perspective here. Let's not let others, influence your perspective and make it seem like you're not doing something right or anything like that. I will say though, take note though, that I and listen closely, I did break a rule, kind of. And I say kind of because if you listen back, you're like, I want to get in 641. I'd actually like to see this candle go up to, what did I say, 644. It's like, no, never mind. And I got in. And look what happened. Then the candle went up, actually got above 644, like I originally said I wanted. Again, scroll back and you'll hear me map out exactly what I wanted to see happen. But then I did break my rule because I like this setup so much. And I just said, no, I don't want to miss this one. Got in at 641. And again, that was a result of me missing those other ones, of me not chasing. But this situation, it was different. And I say kind of broke rule because that was not chasing at that point. It was still a great setup. It was just a question of, Clay, are you being too nitpicky? Or are you not being too nitpicky? Because it was a good setup either way. But technically speaking, there was a little rule break. And I'm not patting myself on the back. Obviously, I'm trying to reveal the flaws here. But you can see that the price actually did bounce up. Just like I said, I prefer it to do. 644 came back down. And then at that point is where I would have wanted a short. And you can see I would not have had to sit through any, oh, great. Okay, now it's going against me. Nope, it would have been a much cleaner trade. But all in all, very happy with it. So like I said, $500 a day keeps the day job away. The be done in 30 approach, I will take $500 in 30 minutes. I'm going to go enjoy my day. For those of you, though, that do enjoy these videos, one final request on my part. If you do enjoy these, please let me know, because these are not the easiest videos to make. I have to talk to you. I have to think about what I'm going to say to you. I have to think about my own trade plans. I have to think about what I want to alert in the chat room. I have to type those alerts to the chat room and all of that. So these videos are totally possible, but they're kind of a hassle. They take a lot of effort, and I will keep doing them as long as I know that you enjoy them, because I'm not going to be going through this hassle if people don't even enjoy it. But if I know you enjoy it, then let me know. And the easiest way to do that, hit the like button, leave a simple comment. It could be a thumbs up emoji. It could be the diamond hands emoji, the rocket ship emoji. It could be any emoji, but hitting the like button and leaving a simple, basic comment. Now, of course, if you want to leave a more in-depth comment, cool, great. I would appreciate that. But hitting the like button, simple comment goes a very long way in telling me, Clay, yeah, I enjoy these videos. Please keep making them. As long as I know that I'm not wasting my time doing these, then I will continue to do them. So thank you for watching. Everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.